sa lupang sinilangan. Samot-sari ang naranasan. Boses ng karamihan ay pilit na binibigkas. Ngunit sa karasan ay hindi nakaligtas. Kalayaan, hindi lamang isang salita sa pahina ng kasaysayan, kundi isang pangarap na kay tagal nang inaasam. Agos ng dugo ang dumanak sa mahabang taong pakikibaka. Katapangan ay isinagawa, lakas ng loob ay pinakita, takot ay pinunit, revolusyon ay sinambit. Hanggang ngayon, buhay ang apoy sa bawat Pilipinong naninindigan dahil ang kalayaan ipinaglaban at patuloy na ipinagtatanggol. Welcome to the history of the first cry of Balintawak, told through the personal account of Guillermo Masangkay. Before discussing the personal account of Masangkay, let us first look at a brief history of the first contact between the Spaniards and the Philippines. In 1521, Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer sailing under the Spanish flag, reached the Philippines after crossing the Pacific Ocean. However, it is important to note that this event did not mark the beginning of Spanish colonization. It was only the first European contact in the country. The actual colonization began in 1565 when Miguel Lopez de Legazpi arrived in the Philippines and established the first permanent Spanish settlement in Cebu. During the Spanish settlement, many Filipinos suffered from forced labor, racial discrimination, and heavy taxation. Because of these injustices, feelings of anger and a deep desire for freedom slowly grew among the Filipino people. On July 7, 1892, Andres Bonifacio founded the secret organization known as the Katipunan, whose main goal was to overthrow Spanish rule and achieve independence. Many Filipino leaders played important roles in this movement, including Deodado Arellano, Ladislao Diwa, Emilio Jacinto, and one of them was Guillermo Masangkay.
You may now ask who is Guillermo Masangkay and what was his contribution to the first cry of Balintawak. So let us dig deeper.
Guillermo Masangkay was born on June 25, 1867 in Tondo, Manila. At the young age of 17, he joined the revolutionary movement and later became one of the earliest members of the Katipunan founded by Andres Bonifacio.
Masangkay's narrative of the cry of Balintawak provides a vivid first-hand account of one of the most significant events in the Philippine history, the beginning of the Philippine Revolution against Spanish rule. As a direct eyewitness, he explained that the cry of Balintawak was not a sudden act. Instead, it was the result of careful planning, growing anger over Spanish abuses, and the shared desire of Filipinos to gain freedom. According to Masangkay, the cry of Balintawak happened on August 26, 1896 in Caloocan City, just a few kilometers from Manila. During this event, the Katipuneros openly declared their resistance by tearing their cedulas and shouting, "Long live the Philippine Republic!" This act symbolized the Filipinos' formal rejection of Spanish authority and marked the turning point when they decided to take up arms for independence. When the Katipunan was discovered by Spanish authorities, a major meeting was held at the house of Apolonio Samson in Caloocan City. Many revolutionary leaders gathered to discuss their next steps. Despite having limited weapons and resources, they planned strategies for armed resistance, organized local units, and prepare for possible clashes with Spanish forces.
Leaders such as Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Jacinto, Aguedo del Rosario, and many more emphasized the importance of unity and coordination. This meeting strengthened the revolutionary movement and set the stage for the first open battles of the Philippine Revolution.